Welcome back to episode number 7 of the 3DMPs podcast. Today, we're going to talk about the top 15 power forwards we've made ourselves, and we're going to do another little quiz with a bit of a twist. I'm your host, Jack. We're here with our honorary short king himself. As always, we got Corey, and we're here with Mr. Big Papa Pump. We got Lockie, who I don't know about your background right now. I'm just not going to address it.
I
But
don't know
yeah.
what you're talking about. I'm just at the gym. I don't know. I don't know what you want from me.
Okay. Well, as always, we're going to start with our quote of the week. Do
I'm
you
going
boys
last.
have your quote of the week, or do you want me to go first?
Absolutely not. You just go first.
I have mine. I don't mind though.
Okay. Lockie, you can go
Bro,
first.
why is it so hard to find a fucking quote?
As always, Corey does not have a quote. So me and Lockie will go, and hopefully Corey finds it by the time we finish.
My quote is kind of a long one.
Okay.
To be the best, you have to work the hardest. You have to chase what seems impossible over and over and over again, because giving up is not an option. And when you feel like you've reached your limit, it's only the beginning.
Is it LeBron?
It is LeBron James. That was the 2K14 intro. My favorite 2K ever.
Yeah, I did not know it was LeBron, but by the way you were reading it and kind of salivating at the mouth, I had a little bit of a hint that it might have been LeBron.
It was LeBron.
Corey, do you have one, or you want me to go still?
Oh, I've got a quote that's pretty
Okay.
funny, and you're not going to guess
Okay.
who it is, but
Is it NBA this week?
it is NBA this week. It's
Okay.
yeah.
No scandals.
I was gonna continue with the Julian Newman family, but we'll save that for another week. Pretty much like this podcast and how I feel. This quote is, "I don't know my purpose here." Who said that in the NBA? This is this is a role player who said this on a team, one of his last teams of the season, but he said this multiple times. I don't know my purpose here. Corner shooter.
PJ Tucker.
Oh, I thought you were right. I thought that was him on the Knicks.
Denny Green.
No.
Ray Allen.
Kyle Korver.
No. Use naming some pretty good role players. No.
JJ Redick when he was
He's on the darker side.
Oh, okay, so not JJ Redick.
And he can shoot.
He can shoot. He's a shooter.
Daniel House? I don't know. I'm
No.
lost at the moment.
Is he still playing?
No, he's retired. Right?
No. But when he said this quote, he was playing for the Bucks. It's like one of his last teams.
Wesley Matthews?
No, good guess.
That is a good guess. Torian Prince, no.
He looks like Torian Prince. I'll give you that.
Amari Carroll.
Jay Crowder.
Jay Crowder. That's
It does ring a bell now.
It's a good little quote because I was like, oh, I didn't even know he said it, but that's pretty crazy.
I don't know how
crazy thing to say.
I don't know how you googled a quote and within 2 minutes found a Jay Crowder quote, but
Yeah, it's impressive.
fair enough.
Okay, I've got a good one. Sometimes parents come up to me and be like, "Yo, my son is just like you." I think to myself, "Your son is ours." No.
Draymond.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sometimes parents come up to me and be like, "Yo, my son played just like you," and I think to myself, "Your son is ours."
Didn't you say that in a podcast?
I think so. I don't know. It's just too funny. Power forwards list today. Had to bring out the power forward quote.
I knew it was one of those two.
Yeah. Well, moving on. We got some things that have happened in the last couple of days that I think we could, especially this morning, just touch on quickly. The biggest being Peyton Watson has finally found a home.
We'll talk about the big news. The Clay Thompson.
Big news.
No, he is. I'm joking.
Okay. Well, we'll start here. So, Denver Nuggets and the Clippers agreed on a trade sending Peyton Watson to the Cavaliers, Max Strus to LA, and an unprotected 2031 first, Cavs first round pick, and a Kings second rounder to the Nuggets. So, pretty much, the Cavs got their wing. Like me and Lockie said last week, we think this is a perfect fit. Obviously, as well, they re-signed James Harden, which I think we all knew was going to happen. I think this had to happen first before they could work out the details. But yeah, I like Cleveland. I like what they've been able to do, especially considering they missed out on LeBron. Some other teams have not bounced back quite as well as Cleveland has. The Golden State Warriors. But yeah, Cleveland have done well with this acquisition, I think. What do you
they
guys?
swapped him and got a 37-year-old DeMar DeRozan. So good on him.
Talking about Denver.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, for Cleveland, I don't know. I think Peyton Watson, I don't really see him as like a point of attack defender, but he's obviously going to kind of have to be that for Cleveland. I still think, huh?
I said he's definitely going to have to be that.
Yeah, like obviously he's more of a help defender if anything, but he can still be that point of attack guy. And last year I think we really saw a lot from him. I spoke about it last episode. Just his shot creation has improved a lot, and I think he's going to really help that team. I honestly think his flaw, the very worst he'll be, is like an OG Anunoby, Aaron Gordon level of player where he's like a brink all-star. I think that is the very minimum that he gets to. He is that talented and he's so young. And yeah, I think he's going to flourish in Cleveland. Hopefully he can get a big role offensively because I know defensively he will be very much relied upon.
I very much like this fit. Yeah, but I think in terms of Peyton Watson's development, it would have been probably better for him to go to another team where he can be a bit more on ball and stuff with Donovan and James. Like obviously it's going to be a bit hard, but I think he can buy into his role and be a star in his role for them. And it's definitely a position they needed. He fills a lot of things that they don't do well.
I think it's going to be interesting because obviously Mobley hasn't really progressed offensively as much as you'd like him to.
Yeah.
And now you're adding another young guy who's shown signs of it last year. I don't know how the development's going to look. But yeah, I think it should be good for him. I mean, I like that he's still on a contender. He's still playing winning basketball. I think that's good. But
yeah, I'm excited to see that team. I think that'll be a very good regular season team. The question will be the playoffs. Moving on to the man on the screens team, the Miami Heat have signed Klay Thompson to a 2-year, $13 million deal after the Mavericks bought him out. Add even more shooting to the team around Giannis.
Pretty cheap too.
Yeah. I mean, for some reason, there's this big misconception that the Heat have no spacing. They were 11th in terms of 3-point percentage last year, and I know we lost Powell and Hero, but we bring in Portis, we bring in THJ, we brought in some shooters and now Klay, obviously. I think we're going to be a really good shooting team. The way we played last year was very up tempo, very create your own shot, and we were still a good 3-point shooting team. I think having Giannis as well, obviously, it's like no one's going to get more open looks than having Giannis on their team. He creates that much pressure for the defense to help, and yeah, I think Clay's going to fit great with us. He also gives us more depth. It'll be interesting to see who starts at the two, whether it's Clay, whether it's THJ, whether it's Pele Larson. Be interesting. I think it'll change a lot throughout the season. But I like this for Clay as well because I think Miami is such a good defensive team. Obviously, Clay was a good defender, but he's slowed down a lot with the injuries and the age. He's not as good laterally moving, and I think Miami has the defense, and they're one of the most athletic teams in the league. So I think they can kind of hide him on defense as well. So I like this fit for us. I think it'll be great. I just hope that the Miami lifestyle doesn't distract Clay too much.
I was about to mention that.
With the off the court stuff. So yeah, I like it. I think it's a great sign.
There's a lot of attributes to past relationships that lie in Miami. It can be quite distracting.
Yeah. Are you talking about Wiggins?
Yeah, Wiggins. Yeah, Corey, you wanted to jump straight into this.
Yeah, I seen it this morning. I think it's a great pickup for your team. I think people forget who Klay Thompson is. Like everyone just randomly forgot that Klay Thompson, even after his injuries, can put up really good numbers if he wants to or if he gets hot. Like this is a player who has records that like are pretty fucking crazy. You know what I mean? Like this man could have had 80 in a game if his dumbass coach let him play a bit more. Or he could have had 18 threes in a game. But
We don't need him to score 80. We got Bam for that, so it's all good.
he had 83. Come on.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Well,
I'm just saying, I think Clay needs to just have fun in his last couple of years of his career and enjoy the Miami life, but just like play how he wants to play instead of just being very frigid and not fucking shooting the ball. Because there was a few games in Dallas, especially where he wasn't shooting the shots he needs to shoot because he's just scared to miss. You know what I mean? It's not what you want to see in Clay. You want him to be shooting off the dribble and just making ridiculous shots. So hopefully he does that for your team and doesn't screw you over.
Well, I mean, I think we got some microwave scorers now with him and
Mm.
Tim Hardaway Jr. Like those guys can both get hot.
they were offset who has
So
big games, I think.
yeah, I think it'll, game by game, one guy could go crazy, the next game the other guy will go crazy, But yeah, I really like how Miami look this coming season. I think we're gonna surprise a lot of people. I think Giannis is in a great situation. It's just we need that extra bit of playmaking for when Giannis isn't on the floor. Davion's shown he can kind of do it a little bit. He averaged about 7 assists a game last year, which is good, but I would like a bit
Yeah.
more of creation.
Do you reckon Giannis is going to shoot more
Especially,
threes this year? Lucky?
I don't think he needs to.
I
I
think
mean, all
Bam
off season I've just been seeing just him shooting. So I was like, I'll
he's
ask
going to
him.
do a little bit.
Well, I think his shooting will actually improve in Miami. The way that they train as a team and how hardworking they are. I think he's gonna. I mean, we're gonna talk about hot takes in a coming episode, and I've got one for Giannis, so I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, I think the only question I have with this team is like late game creation, but obviously Giannis is so great. Whether he
Yeah.
could just make that happen. But yeah, it'll be a fun team to see. I love the addition of Klay Thompson. Moving on to a team that was involved in a deal earlier. DeMar DeRozan signs with the Nuggets. So I'll just quickly say, like, they've added Marvin Bagley, Lonnie Walker, DeMar DeRozan. They've lost Peyton Watson, Tim Hardaway Jr., and Jonas Valanciunas. That's what Denver has done this offseason. Pretty, I would say, overall disappointing, but I'm glad they were able to get DeMar. Whether he starts or comes off the bench, I don't know. What type of role he plays in that team, not exactly sure. But he can add some well-needed scoring for them and a bit more consistent scoring.
Yeah, I mean, obviously not ideal for them, but I think it's tough with their cap situation, and obviously they've kind of done that to themselves with that
Mhm.
Christian Brown contract. Um,
They're really
you know,
banking on him.
hopefully hopefully he can have a good year. Maybe they can reroute him somewhere else. Maybe Cam Johnson, they can get off his money. Yeah, it'd be interesting because Jokic is a free agent at the end of this season, so it'll be interesting to see what happens there. Um, I mean, I like this for DeMar. I think last year a lot of teams were trying to tank and just lose games, and stars were sitting out. He was not one of them. He was on a bad team, and he was still trying to go out there and win just because he wanted to. He's a guy who just wants to win. He's trying to go with. We mentioned he's trying to sign with Philly to try to buy into a winning team. Obviously, that didn't happen. But yeah, I like it. I think the fit's going to be interesting, but we look at the Timberwolves and what they were able to do against Denver and Jamal Murray and Jokic's two-man game. Adding DeRozan gives them something to go to offensively outside of that. So I think it should be an interesting dynamic. I just hope they can make it work.
Yeah, obviously he doesn't like to shoot the three ball a lot, so spacing wise it is a bit clunky. But who knows? He might even just end up being a six man. He could win six man of the year if they bring him off the bench. Very possible. I don't know if he will do that, but
I don't think that. I think they'll start him.
yeah, I actually like. I hope they do bring him off the bench, but yeah, probably will start him. What about you, Corey? You like DeMar on
I like
Denver?
DeMar. Yeah, I think it's an okay fit. Gives them a bit more scoring, but I think DeMar will average 20 and do what he does. I don't think he's going to go crazy or anything else. I'd like to see how far the Nuggets go this year. Like, they've gone a bit older and lost a bit. I'm not too knowledgeable of Peyton, but I've been told he's really good. So losing him's a bit. We'll see what happens there.
Yeah.
But I like the team overall. It's going to be a very interesting year for the NBA, I think.
I mean, I think they're still going to be a good regular season team, but the playoffs, I think they need more defense. They need more athleticism, and they didn't really get that. So I think the
Yeah,
playoffs is going to be a struggle, but regular season, I wouldn't be surprised if they're still a top four seed just because of Jokic.
Can't
yeah.
be
Like
saying.
we're gonna do our off season like grades in a couple of weeks, and I was gonna be pretty low on them. I do like that they've at least made an addition and brought in a Demar to give them something because I was gonna be pretty hard on them before that because it has not been a great off season before this.
No.
What did we think of Harden's extension as well? We didn't really talk
Yeah.
on that.
I think we all knew that was going to happen. It's just
I
a
mean, it's
matter of
big money for what 36, 37-year-old
yeah.
who didn't really perform well in the playoffs last year, so it's a bit of a risk, but
I mean, he hasn't for a while now.
yeah.
But,
Unfortunately.
yeah, he also was 30 games into playing for that team in those playoffs.
Not sure.
They also didn't. It's a bit of a like him and Donovan didn't really have it figured out when was each other's turn to go. When is it your go? When is it my go? It was a bit clunky. He still did have big playoff moments, especially against the Pistons. He willed them to a couple of wins there. He did like his lows are lows, but his highs are high.
Yeah.
And I think he can still be
I think
valuable.
that's just the player he is now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it was 3-year, 97 million, which I don't think is too much for an offensive hub of his caliber.
I mean, I'm not saying he doesn't deserve that money. I'm just saying the length of the contract is concerning given his age. That's the main thing because, although we've seen the man behind me and Steph and KD, guys like that at that age still perform at an elite level, Harden's one of those guys who, he's kind of regressed a significant amount since losing that step of his. But he's still definitely a solid player. It's just how much is he going to decline from here? I don't know.
Yeah, well, it's clear to me that Cleveland are just buying in the Peyton Watson deal, the James Harden deal. Like they're saying, as how far can we go with this team? They're going all in, and hopefully their playoff struggles won't continue for their sake.
Yeah.
They need to get rid of one of the bigs. That's all I need.
I would trade Jared Allen.
I think they should trade Jared Allen and try to unlock
him. We'll talk about that a bit in the list anyway. I'm sure it will have a little bit to do with it. In other news, there was what was the other thing?
I think this happened like right after we recorded last week, but Schroeder got traded. For Trey Mann.
The town black.
Huh?
The town black.
The Bonnie Blue of the NBA.
He's been through more teams than Bonnie Blue. That's for sure.
12 teams in 14 years. Crazy.
The worst part is he was on the Hawks for like his first 5 seasons.
And he was okay too.
He's a good player. He just gets around. He's like as Kendrick Perkins says. He's like the girl who smokes cigarettes. He's good, but
like he's going to be in the Basketball Hall of Fame because of his FIBA stuff. He's a great NBA player, like a real solid NBA player. I wouldn't say great.
He's really good in FIBA.
He's just
FIBA gold medal, bro.
Yeah. On some teams, like the Nets a couple years ago, he can be damn near all-star, and then he goes to the Warriors, he just doesn't quite fit. It's very up and down with Schroeder. He was very good on the Pistons as well last year. I thought he was extremely good on the Pistons. But yeah, he's a hit or miss player, whether he fits on a team or not.
No. They hit him and then fucking throw him to the other team.
Yeah. He's just always a trade piece because he always has value as well. It's not like he's not tradable. He always has a little bit of value, which is a good thing. Because if no one wanted you,
I mean,
you would just get bloody bought out and left to dry.
Yeah, he's never going to be able to buy a house in one area. He's in hotel to hotel. He's like, off he goes. That's in his contract.
He lives at Airbnbs.
Yeah.
I mean, good on him, but like, not really a great record to have.
Thank God he said no to that Lakers deal. Oh my God.
Wasn't it like 3 year 90 mils? Like
I think it was
70.
I think it was 4 years, 84 million, which at the time was a lot for a player of his caliber. And he ended up not getting a contract and signing a 1 year minimum to the Celtics.
Yeah.
So it was an all-time fumble.
Sucks to suck. He just wanted to get traded around. That's the reasoning. Yeah. He loves that lifestyle.
Might have had a bit more stability. We definitely would have traded.
It was a Chad Powers running over the end zone and fumbling the ball on the 1 yard line. That's what that was.
That was definitely that. Other little news, I think the Minnesota Timberwolves the controlling owner or something got bought.
Oh,
What is it? Yeah, it's not really. I don't really care.
You want to?
They're also officially retiring KG's number.
Yeah, that's the other
Yeah.
thing.
Um,
Shout out KG. Should have been retired a long time ago.
yeah.
They're going to do it against the Celtics when he plays his.
There was
former
something
team.
else that happened, I think, yesterday or the day before. Serbia and France had their friendly. I mean, I didn't watch the game, I watched the highlights, but yeah, Serbia won.
I only seen when Jokic scored. I didn't see anything else from that game.
I mean, Wemby had a crazy block on Jokic.
I did see that.
But yeah, I mean, it's a friendly. It doesn't really count towards anything, but it looked like it would have been a good game to watch.
Yeah.
not even NBA, but it needs to be talked about because of how crazy it was. Did anyone else see Angel Reese not miss a shot and actually have an okay game? Because
I was unaware.
I couldn't believe it. I looked at my phone the other day and I had to like scroll a few times to see if it was real because it was that fucking unbelievable. She made 9 shots in a row. She made 9 of those
Shots?
fucking.
I don't care if they were layups.
She
That's
made
amazing.
2 threes. I couldn't believe my eyes.
Whoa.
She made
Whoa.
2. I know. She made 2 threes and made 9 shots, and everyone went berserk online.
I
Twitter
never
was
seen
going
you act
nuts.
like this before.
It was crazy.
I seen a thing as well about her brother that he ended up on Denver. I'm not
Really?
sure.
I
I've
mean,
seen something that he was involved in the trade somehow and ended up on. That might be wrong. I don't want to 100% say that. But if they did, that's another good pickup for Denver. It's a backup big.
I have another bit of news that's not NBA related.
and it's skater.
I want to talk about an historical event.
Oh,
Tuesday night. Tuesday night. Now, we are the DMPs. We do not play. But we actually do play men's league basketball. And it just so happened that Corey was playing and I was doing the duty for his game. I was doing the stat sheet for his game. And Corey dropped 47 points.
Wow.
47 points. He only missed about, I want to say, less than 10 shots too. It was an efficient 47 piece. So because of that, we might have to kick him off the podcast because he can play. But yeah, I just want to say congrats to Corey. I am honored to be in the presence of such greatness. I am honored to have witnessed such an incredible performance. So congrats, Corey. That was an incredible game.
Okay. Just let's put it out there. We only had 5. So I couldn't go on the bench, which is a good start
That's
for a
good.
game.
Well,
The other thing,
I would also like to point out just quickly, he had 17 points in the first quarter, and he also had 12 points in the fourth quarter. I don't know what he had in the second and third, but
I did roll my ankle in the second quarter too,
18.
which made me not play any defense at all. Like I wasn't playing at all in the first place. But after the ankle injury, I wasn't moving very much.
it is also important to note that the team he was playing, I'm pretty sure we're all about 16 years old, but that's okay.
Whoa.
Corey's 5 foot nothing.
Corey was still shorter than them, but it's fine. It's fine. He dropped 47. He dropped 47.
I was
Months
versus
ago.
someone who's going to college. Let's be real. Come on. And but let's put it out there. I've never, I mean, like fucking years ago, I might have had a good game like that, but it's a once in a every 5 years type of game where shit just goes in. And maybe if I continue to play right-handed and stop thinking I'm left-handed, I might actually play well. But
He has the weird ability to shoot left or right, and it doesn't matter. He still can shoot.
but if I shoot left-handed, it's pretty gross and it doesn't go in as often.
But it's still ridiculous how he can just change.
But, yeah, basketball's okay sometimes. But
Yeah.
I'll never have a game like that again. So I'll take this in because it's not going to fucking happen again. So,
By the way, I had 7 points in honor of Corey's 47. I had 7.
And I had 4 to combine them.
what? I thought you had 20.
No, I had like 16 all free throws. Horrible.
That's
Did not make a field goal.
yeah, but you're getting tackled. So
Yeah, our whole
and you
team
have 9
scored.
teammates. So
Our whole
what do you
team
do?
scored 27 because it was just a fucking rugby game in the middle of the court, and the ref
Corey
wasn't
doubled your team.
Yeah, it was bad. We only lost by 3 too.
Oh, actually, let's
We
put
were
that out
playing a
there.
bunch of just rugby players.
I did lose the game, so it's not that cool of a 47, but it's still something. Like,
Yeah.
fucking.
Mate, you had 47. I don't care how you did it. You had 47.
I did miss a 3 for 50, which was pretty devastating.
Yeah,
That,
the
but
closing
like,
seconds of the game, Corey pulled up from about 40 feet and just bricked a three.
it felt good until it hit nothing. Until it hit the side of the backboard. Fuck. But I could have had more if my teammate passed it back to me, but he didn't know, so it's not his fucking fault. So that's
Yeah.
okay. That's okay. Off to
Well-
the next one where I scored 2 points, but that's okay.
Mate, you're only as good as your last game. I'd retire while you're ahead.
Stick to podcasting, where I'm
Yeah.
terrible at as well. So
Mate, who can say they dropped 47 in the last game? Kobe, that's it.
he had 60.
Yeah.
Hey, you outscored Jalen Brunson's last game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd retire.
Yeah.
Um,
Do you know how
Well-
many threes I had, Lucky? I didn't actually.
I can check right now if you want.
Yeah, because I think I
Well-
had 4. Like I didn't have many threes. I don't think, which is nice.
it's a long way for you to shoot.
So the total score was 74 to 66. You had 5 threes, 14 2-pointers, and 4 free throws. So they were all buckets too. They weren't just free throws. Your second highest scorer in your team had 13. There were 2 guys that scored 3, and there was a guy who didn't score. So I don't think you can really blame that one on Corey, but
I don't know. He didn't let
We
his
were
team
down
get
20
rhythm.
in the third too, and we came back to make it 5, and then they just like fucked around with us.
Mhm.
It is what it is.
Well,
It is what it is. Onto
moving
onto some good stuff.
yeah. Well, moving on to players that just aren't as good at scoring as Corey, we have our top 15 power forwards. This is an ongoing segment. Obviously, we're going to do centers next week, and then we'll do the top 15 in total. We've had our last 3 lists. Corey has forgotten some people, so we'll see. We'll see what's happening.
My weekly disclaimer: there is definitely players that are either not on here or are pretty low on the list that should be higher. Oh no. Oh no, I changed it. Don't worry, I fixed it.
I know you fixed it.
I'm not going to be controversial, but I think you could kind of change them here and there. So
Okay.
I've-
Well, how about
think
we get into it and we'll figure it out as we go, like we always do.
at least
So
I have 15 players.
our number 15 collectively was, drum roll please, Cameron Boozer.
I didn't have him on the list.
Yeah, that's okay. He's a rookie as well. I had him at 14 and Lockie had him at 15. You didn't have him on the list.
Yeah,
This is more of a projection for how good I think Cameron Boozer is, but I can understand not putting a rookie on the list. It's a rookie.
I definitely considered other people above him, but he is on a very bad team, and he's going to be the guy on that team. So that is why I put him there. I think he's going to put up some really good stats. He's got a huge bag. Like he can score in the post, he can put it on the deck and dribble. He can shoot a little bit. He looks really solid. He's a good rebounder, decent playmaker. He looks like he's efficient too. He's not a great defender individually, but I'm pretty sure he's a good team defender.
He has high basketball IQ.
Yeah, he's just a high IQ player. He's not exactly the most athletic. He's not going to switch on to a point guard and lock him up, but he's a smart basketball player. I think he can average, I wrote it down, I think he can average anywhere from 16 to 20 a game with like 6 to 8 boards and like 3 to 5 assists. I can see that on like decent efficiency. And I just,
Easily.
yeah, I think he's going to have a good year. I think he's the favorite to win Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, he's definitely up there. I just had him at 14. We'll talk about who I had at 15 later when he comes up. But I just think in terms of the guy that I had at 15 and everyone below, I think his just skill set's better. It's a bit of projection. Obviously, it's a rookie. You don't know until they play in the NBA. But this list was kind of like a heavy top 13, and then it kind of fell off a bit. And I believe Cam Boozer is the 14th best, in my opinion. But obviously, projection a little bit.
I'm definitely not saying who's my 15. He's
Well, we're
definitely
going to get to it later.
Well, we can say it right now because he is number 14 collectively.
Okay, that makes
We have
me feel better.
Julius Randle. Me and Lockie both had him at 13. Corey had him at 15. So, Corey, I'll let you speak because he's obviously an interesting player.
Yeah, I think just personally, I think he's a bit of a shot chucker. Not someone I would want
Ironic.
on my team personally. I'm not a big fan of Julius. I think once he started getting a bigger role and started scoring more, I think he got a bit selfish in his roles and just didn't shoot the right selection of shots. Do I think he's a good player? Yeah, I think if he was a little bit more smarter with the shots that he does take, I think he would be an exceptional player. But for the reasoning of his shot selection, that's why he's so low. I'm not a big fan. Personally.
I don't blame you. He is a clunky player. Ex-Lakers legend though, Julius Randle.
For the Lakers, he was nice.
Yeah, I think he's an interesting player. Obviously, he had a down year as well, just statistically in general. In the playoffs, he struggled too. Like the year before, he did have some good playoff series. I think Julius Randle is a real good floor raiser, but in terms of like actually competing, he's not the most effective player to have in your lineup. I think there are certain players probably below him on my list that I'd probably rather have on my team as like a fourth option, third option. But Julius Randle has the highest ceiling of being a 2 on a good team. Like he carried the Knicks a couple of years ago. He set them up for this championship that they've now been able to build by just making them competitive. I think he can do a similar thing in Brooklyn. I think he'll have a good statistical year, but he's not the most efficient. But he does rebound the ball well. He is a decent playmaker for his size. He can defend when he wants to. He does get lazy. He's just a very awkward basketball player. He's unique. There's one Julius Randle in the league. And yeah, I can understand you put him as low as 15, but he was pretty much in the top 13. They were all All-Stars. I had him at the bottom of that top 13, just for all those reasons.
Yeah, I mean, to put it simply, he's a really good negative asset. Extremely inconsistent. He's inconsistent. He's on a bad team. I think he's going to have a really good statistical year, and he's going to look really good. Like people are going to look at Randall and be like, "Oh man, he's bounced back and all this." But that's just because he's on a bad team playing meaningless basketball. So I don't think it really matters. Like he can definitely average like 25, like easily this year, but I just don't think that really means anything because we've seen him on good teams and we've seen him in the playoffs last year, and I don't know. Like Jack said, he can be lazy and all that. It's an interesting fit. He's kind of like a good passer, but not at the same time. He's very turnover heavy. He can't be the lead playmaker, but he also can't really play off the ball that well. I don't know. He's just a very hard player to make work on a good team, but he's very talented, and for that reason, I put him at 13. Because I think he's just more talented than the guys below him. So it's hard to put him lower, and I think he's going to have a really, really good year in terms of stats.
Yeah. I think another thing he does do well is his motor is very good. Like he plays hard. Whether it's right or like the right play, it's another question. But he does play hard and he's physical.
Yeah, I don't hate Julius, but he's just
come from just
no. I actually do like watching him play.
Yeah.
I think he's a very like unique player. Like he's very hard to match up against.
Oh yeah,
He's got the speed. He's got the size. Like he's a very hard player to guard, but
he often has the advantage.
Yeah, but he often guards himself. So yeah.
Although, like, if Julius Randle's hot, there's not a lot you can do with him. It's just how hot is he versus how cold is he? Who knows?
Yeah.
He's also very good at getting to the line and getting timely free throws. It's one thing he did do well for the Timberwolves because the Timberwolves do last year. They had their struggles where they go scoreless for a while, and Julius Randle can be that guy that just forces contact and gets to the line. It doesn't look pretty. He's chucking it up. It never looks like it's going to go in, but he forces contact. He gets to the line.
Don't hate. Just he can't be higher.
Yeah, that's fair. Number 13, we have Aaron Gordon. So I had him at 15. Lockie had him at 14. Corey had him at 11. So Corey, you're a bit higher on Aaron Gordon. you want to talk about
I
Mr.
just
Fit?
think he plays his role in Denver perfectly. I think
Mhm.
for a player that could have been an all-star in his prime, I think he's come to Denver and just played how he needs to play. He's always in the dunker spot. He hits very clutch threes. It's been shown. Man's had a 50 ball in the first game of the season, which was talked about in a few episodes ago. Um, he's a great player. There's not really a downfall to him. He's getting older, so he's not as athletic, but you know where he's going to be on the court. He's going to be in the right spot at the right time, and that's why Jokic loves him because he at least gets 4 assists from him a game. His jump shot's gotten a lot better than his first couple seasons in the league, so that's why he's a bit higher on my list because he plays his role.
Yeah.
To some of the players that are on here with potential that they're really good, but they also can hurt their team a bit. So that's why he's higher for me.
Yeah.
First.
Well, I think, if you're on a contending team and you can pick between Aaron Gordon and Julius Randle, you're probably going to pick Aaron Gordon. But in terms of talent, I had to go Randle above because that's kind of how I'm judging it. And then, he's the one I was talking about before with Cam Boozer. I just think Cam Boozer is going to be able to do a bit more than Aaron Gordon can do. I think he's going to be a bit more talented. He's going to be able to do a bit more things. But it was close for me. Ultimately gave the nod to Boozer, but I like Aaron Gordon as a player. He was going to be my 15 regardless. I think he plays.
I mean, as Corey said, in Orlando, he was he was struggling to find his role, and he came to Denver, and he just fits so nicely. He plays that role really well. He's really good at sitting in that dunker spot, and now that he can shoot the ball, he makes timely threes. He really opens up the floor as well. I think another thing that he does really well, which I really love, is he gets out in transition. He gets out in transition a lot of the time. The only people guarding him there are smaller guards. He gets it early seal, he gets the ball, and he gets easy points. That's something that's just so valuable for a team, especially in playoff scenarios where, it's a lot harder to score. If he's getting a few of those easy buckets a game, that really adds up. He's extremely valuable. He's good everywhere. He's like a
And he plays well
passport.
in the
He's,
playoffs
he's,
too.
he's, he's like a passport. He's good everywhere. Um, it doesn't matter where you are. He's good.
Mhm.
But yeah, Randall's just more talented. But like Jack said, Gordon is probably a lot more valuable for winning basketball. It'll be interesting to see with the fit with DeRozan now as well. We obviously spoke about that, so I don't know how much that will help or negate him. But yeah, I think 14's fair for him from my list.
Yeah. I think he's a player that definitely could have had a probably higher ceiling in his career, but he's ended up on the perfect fit next to Jokic. He plays that role so
Yeah,
well.
he's bought in,
Yeah, it's
which
a match made in heaven.
it's how you make your career last. You buy into a role and you just do it
Yeah.
well. Not everyone can be the guy. So
Like, there's going to be a bit of a theme here. Like, a lot of these power forwards, some of them are really healthy, some of them really aren't.
Yeah.
Aaron Gordon did have a bit of an injury-riddled season last year. I'm not really taking that too much into account either, but I can understand if you were like your ratings might change a little bit too. Because Randall, as bad as he is, he's normally pretty healthy as well. He's
yeah,
durable. He's available.
yeah. That's a
We're
one.
going to really get into some health right now.
I know what you're about to say.
Because number 12, we have Zion Williamson, who I had at 11. Lockie had at 12. Corey didn't have him on the list.
Yeah.
That was on purpose?
Well, it's just because he doesn't play.
That's fair enough.
I don't see him, so
Okay.
it's kind of hard. It's kind of
Corey
hard
hasn't
to
just-
say.
forgotten anyone.
Let me just check this real quick.
Yeah.
He actually did play a decent amount of games last year, but
He played
it was
40 games or something.
I think it was in he played 62 games, but he missed a lot of time at the start, I'm pretty sure, and then it was in spurts. So he wasn't consistently playing,
The
but he did
Pelicans
play a
weren't that
decent
good
amount.
either, so it was hard to
Um,
watch Pelican games.
But
He was
yeah,
on
he had a slow start, but even when he was healthy, he wasn't what he was a few years ago. He didn't look that promising. He's also just on a bad team, so I don't know, that could just be him not really caring. Not we spoke about it with Trey Murphy, they're on a bad team. Maybe he just doesn't really care as much and doesn't give as much effort. That can be a big reason because it is for a lot of players. But yeah, I mean, I think they're going to be not great again this season, and I just think he's going to have a pretty mediocre season compared to what we thought we would get from Zion. Because yeah, last year he averaged 21, 6, and 3. I mean, decent numbers, but again, losing basketball, I don't
Yeah.
really value it. So
Yeah. Well, the
I've
year
also,
before. Sorry, you go, Corey.
I was just gonna say, my list, some of these players are up high, but it's also just because I like the player. It's not got anything to do with their stats personally. But that's all I wanted to say because there is a few players high that probably stat wise shouldn't, but it's just because they're cool players. So that's
Mhm.
why they're high on my list.
Mate, it's your list. You ain't got to explain nothing to us.
Just getting ready to be clipped out here. I'm
Well,
just
well,
prepared.
I'm
Prepared.
I can say after you saying Zion like was off your list on purpose, I don't think you've forgotten anyone looking at it, which is good.
Yeah.
So congrats to Corey. But yeah, Zion, him and the other guy I had really close, who we're going to talk about next. I may as well just say it now so I can compare them right now. At 11, we had Jaren Jackson Jr. I had at 12, Lockie had at 11, Corey had at 13. So all pretty similar. The reason I went Zion over Jaren is I think he's just a bit more talented. Yeah, he had a down year, but I still think, like Lockie said, it's a bad environment to be in. He was in minutes restriction a little bit. The year before, he was so good and running point
Oh,
Zion.
him
He
at
was
point guard looked
insane.
really good. Really
Um,
good.
and I just have a bit of faith. This is my last chance for Zion. I'm believing in you.
Yeah.
I just think he has a bit more of an upside in skill set than Jaren does. Obviously, Jaren is an elite defender. He's not a good rebounder. Is weird. He's defensive player of the year, but can't rebound the ball. He's a good off the ball player as well, Jaren. But Zion, I think, just has more talent overall as a playmaker, attacker of the ring. He can rebound too. Zion can be a decent help side defender.
I just want to point out this is his 8th season.
I know.
Holy
So
shit.
yeah,
It's the
one year
sign
he
of the
was
period.
injured, so technically it's his 7th, like playing, but it's his 8th season
God,
being
we're
in the
old.
NBA.
Yeah. And
So
like 2 years ago, he was
yeah,
just so good in that. I know he
yeah.
only played 40 games, but he was so good that season
No, he played
that
70
2 years ago
2 years ago. Are you talking about 2024, 2025? Because that, yeah,
when he had
yeah, yeah.
44.
No, he played 30 games that season. I thought you were talking
Yeah,
about
he looked
before.
so good in those limited minutes. I think he can really be that. I think it's just discipline with him. I honestly do. I think it's just poor discipline.
Mm.
Hopefully that changes. Maybe it never
I
will.
mean, we saw that photo of him in shape, which happens every offseason.
But
But
yeah,
just to give you his numbers, that season he was averaging 25, 7, and 5.
That
yeah,
was the
and like
All-Star year,
that's the
wasn't
level of player I know he can be if he
it? Yeah.
just lasers in and
I mean,
like
I've seen that man live, and
yeah,
he is a fucking huge human being. Like
yeah.
he can be dominant. It's just whether or not he actually wants to play and actually give it his all.
He's
So
listed at 128 kilos or
holy
284 pounds, but I think
Charles
that
Barkley
changes
has
a lot. I think that's when he's
Yeah,
in shape too.
it fluctuates.
that's
That's when
Like
crazy.
he's like
I think with
skinny.
Zion, his ceiling is much higher than Jaren. Obviously, the floor is much lower with the injuries, but that's ultimately just why I gave the little edge to Zion. I want Zion to be good. I want it more than I believe it. I think, but hopefully
That's
it
fair.
can come true.
Well, looking at
Lockie, you had it
Jarrett,
reversed.
huh?
I said, Lockie, you had it reversed.
Yeah, I mean, looking at Jarrett, I think Zion's a better talent, but I just think in terms of who's going to have the better year, I mean, Jaren, it's an interesting team because Utah has a lot of guys. Like I spoke about it last episode, they have a lot of guys who are going to put shots up. I'm curious to see how much Jaren gets. Obviously, DPOY for a reason. His versatility on defense is incredible.
Yeah.
Rebounding is a part of defense, so that obviously takes away a lot from him. It'd be interesting to see if he's playing the 4 or the 5 more often this year. I like that we put him with the power forwards because I think that's more of what he is.
Yeah,
But I think he will be playing a bit at center, and that don't know how it's going to look. He's a bit of a matchup nightmare. He's too quick for bigs. He's too big for forwards. Like he's a very hard guy to guard. But again, Utah, they're not going to probably be a great team. And I don't think he's going to get as big of an opportunity. And he needs to rebound the ball better. Like he really does, especially for this Utah team. He needs to really hone in on that
Yeah.
aspect.
He is very block heavy and kind of forgets about the rebound.
Yeah,
Goes jumping for joy. That's why he's always in foul trouble too.
that's another thing that you can really take away from him, the foul trouble.
Yeah, Corey, you had him at 13?
Yep. Yeah, I don't mind him. As we've said a few times, defensively he's fucking great. I personally didn't know about his rebounding because I don't really watch anything to do with him.
All right, Corey,
It's like 6 rebounds a game.
Just to give you some numbers. He averaged 5.7 rebounds a game last year, 5.6 the year before, 5.5 the year before that, and his career high is 6.8.
How
And this is
tall
the
is he?
guy that's a defensive player of the
He
year.
is
shot blocker.
he is listed at 6'10".
And plays a lot of minutes at
Like
center.
just so you know, Corey, there's clips of him like the ball's right in front of him and he just doesn't grab it.
Yeah,
Like
right.
he just chooses not to be aggressive. Like I think it's a motor issue. Like it's him wanting it,
Yeah.
rather than an actual ability to rebound because he has the size. Like he's 6'10", 240. Like he's not exactly a small.
Rebounds as well. He's got massive wingspan.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's so weird. He's got such a long wingspan, but his jump shot looks very awkward at times because he's just got
Funny,
such
Yeah.
long arms.
He's got that like under 14s jump shot.
Yeah, but he doesn't need to
push
either.
shot.
Like it's a push shot, but
It
he's got
works,
such
though.
long arms.
Yeah.
Oh no, it fucking
He's
don't
good
hate
off
on
the
this.
dribble too.
Yeah, it's
He's
just a
improved
crazy
on that.
thing to watch because he's like so lanky.
I love his nickname, Block Panther. It's tough.
Mm.
Block Panther. Okay, well, moving on. At number 10, we have Evan Mobley. I had him at 10. Lockie had him at 8. Corey had him at 9. So, Lockie, you had him the highest out of us. You want to?
Yeah, I mean, I did do this ranking before Peyton Watson signed, so that could have potentially changed my ranking. Oh, not signed, but got traded and signed. That could have potentially changed it. I mean, yeah, his offensive ability hasn't really improved. He's not really aggressive enough. I just think he's in a bad situation. Like his defense is so good, his rim protection is so good, and I think that's just so valuable. Like when you're looking at defensive players, I think you can break it up into three categories: rim protection, help defense, and point of attack defense. And I think rim protection is just the most valuable thing, and he's probably, you could say, the third best guy at doing that in the league. But yeah, just the fit isn't great. I have him so much higher because I'm hoping that they can maybe move on from Allen and really unlock him. I think after the Peyton Watson trade, I could have potentially definitely lowered him, but I think at eight's a fair spot because I'm hoping he does make a little bit of a jump offensively.
Yeah.
Yep.
Corey, you had him at 9?
Yeah, I think as Lockie said, like he is defensively, he's insane. Like he's just lanky and fucking. he's just really hard to put any lower. But then again, as Lockie said, they need to get rid of Jared Allen. Not because Jared Allen's a bad player, but you just do not need the Twin Towers anymore in the game of today's game. I think two bigs is a bit too much. I think you need versatility and people that can get up and down the court. And for like Jared's sake, like put him on a team that can use him instead of just putting him next to some. It's not a good fit for me for the Cavs.
Yeah, I mean, I think you can. I think you can have two bigs, but when they both can't really shoot that well,
Yeah.
I think that like obviously we've seen it with Chet and like Hartenstein. Like Chet's ability to shoot the ball, it's not really as big of an issue. But because Mobley's not exactly a consistent 3-point shooter, I think that's the issue. And I don't know why they've tried to just keep running it back with these two bigs. I don't know why they haven't made a move earlier.
And people like to say, well, the James Harden struggled, but like the clunky fit was just so evident in the playoffs. Like they were giving Mobley that 3-point shot. Sometimes he wanted to shoot it, sometimes he didn't. It was second guessing their offense. It made them so easy to guard. Like
I mean, that's why the Knicks was so good against them. They just made Mobley shoot, and it just wasn't doing anything.
I think the coaching isn't great either. I cannot believe I cannot believe James Harden guarded Jalen Brunson for 10 straight possessions as he was scoring every time. I don't know how that happens in a playoff game in the
Well,
NBA.
I think it was 2 years ago, the start of the season. Mobley was relied a lot more on like offensively, and he actually looked like he was, um, being a bit more of a ball handler, being a bit more of a playmaker, being a bit more aggressive. And I don't really know where that went. It doesn't seem like he's still in that mindset. He's a very unique player. He's got a very unique skill set. I just think, yeah, the fit is just atrocious.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, it's hard. They're always also too
He's such a
dominant.
good player, so it's like you can't really have him.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you could, but he's also just a great player. So
I mean, he plays with James Harden and Donovan Mitchell. He's never going to have the ball in his hands to make decisions.
yeah,
Like one of them's always going to be on the court. I think he could extremely benefit from being a center. I think that's his position. I think that's where he'll get the most growth out of his game. But yeah, I kind of had him a bit low. I mean, I had him as high as 7, I think, at one point. Like, I just kind of switched and changed it a bunch. Ultimately, I went him a bit lower because I think the guys above him are just a bit more talented than he is. Although I do understand, agree with what Lockie said, the rim protection is huge. But I think these other guys are much better number ones, that's for sure. And even arguably number twos in certain situations. At number 9, we have Pascal Siakam. I had him at 6. Lockie had him at 7. Corey had him at 12. I'll go because I had him at 6. I think Pascal Siakam, I think we talk about Franz being one of the most underrated players in the league. I think Pascal Siakam is the most underrated player in the league. I think he's so good. He averaged 24, 7, and 4, shot 50% from the field and 36% from 3. Obviously, last year, the Pacers they weren't really playing for anything. But I think I have him so high as well. You see how he can perform in the playoffs. He's won a championship. He was arguably their best player on that run. I know Tyrese Halliburton had the moments, but there's a very strong argument that Pascal Siakam was their most consistent player. Halliburton was dealing with injuries. He won conference finals MVP. If they win that game 7, he wins finals MVP. Like, he's, I reckon, severely underrated. He can do a bit of everything. He's a good defender as well, a bit versatile. He's between a wing and a 4, and he can get his own shot. He's extremely efficient from the mid-range. I just really like Siakam. And I think the biggest thing for me was how he's proven it in those moments. And I know I can rely on him. And he was number 2 option / number 1. He was 1B, I reckon, in that series. Halliburton 1A, him 1B.
Yeah, I mean, I had him as high as 5 at one point on my list. Because you obviously spoke about how good he's going to be, or how good he is. In terms of like the Pacers, I think they can have a bounce back year. I don't know. I don't think it'll make a huge difference, but obviously having Miles Turner there gives him a lot more spacing compared to having Zubac. He's proven he can be the second guy in a championship team. He did it in Toronto, and I think they would have done it if Halliburton stayed healthy, obviously. Didn't have that injury. So yeah, I definitely considered having him at 5. It was a very tough decision for me. I just think the guys I put ahead of him had something different. And I'll get into it later anyway. But yeah, I think he's probably one of the most complete players in this range between 5 and 10 that I've ranked. Probably against the most.
And Corey, you had him at 12?
Yeah, I had him at 12. I think you guys are right. You could have him a lot higher because he is a great player. I think the player that I could have swapped him with, the only reason I have him so high is just because I love him as a player. But then again, I'm not going to hate on Pascal because he really is. There's not much wrong with his game. He gets back on defense. He's a great shooter. He can take you to the post. There's not much wrong with him at all. I think if you really,
that final series as well against OKC, they really had no one who could guard him.
No,
they had no one who could match up with him.
The best defense in the league.
Yeah, he's. Yeah, I honestly, looking back at it, I definitely feel like I should have put him even higher. But yeah, it was just my list chopped and changed so much.
Yeah, I don't have him high on the list for any other reasoning than I just like the players more. It's got nothing to do with like their skill level because Pascal should be like in the top ranges. But yeah, no hate towards him. He's a great player.
No, that's fair, 100%. Number 8, we had Paulo Banchero. So
Wow.
I had him at 8, Lockie had him at 10, and Corey had him at 6. But Corey, you want to go first? You had him the highest?
Yeah, I just think.
Give me 1 second. You can keep talking.
Oh yeah. No, I'm a believer in him. I think he needs to get his shooting up a bit.
Yeah.
But I don't know, this year while I was looking at the list, I just feel like because he has so much potential to be a very good player.
Oh, he
I
was
feel
the
like
hardest one for me to rank. He was the
yeah, I
hardest.
think he just needs to get a shot and maybe not take as many bad shots. If he plays a bit smarter and gets his jump shot up, he's fucking exceptional. Like for
Yeah.
the Magic. But yeah, I think he's gonna have a breakout season, personally. Whether or not he does is very hit or miss. So I just put him a bit higher just for the reasoning of I feel like this year is going to be a good year for him. But we're just going to have to see about that. I could be completely wrong, but
Yeah.
I just have high hopes.
No, I'm a bit the same. I'm a bit the same with Paulo. Like, obviously, he had a poor year last year. Like, he averaged 22, 8, and 5, 46% from the field, 31% from three. Not the most efficient year, but like the year before, it was 26, 8, and 5. Like,
Yeah.
I'm still a believer in Paulo, and I did have him a bit higher. I had him as low as 10, but then just the talent and the skill set. Like, he has the potential to be number 5 easily if he
Yeah.
just had a good year last year. Like, I know he didn't do that, obviously. But another thing with Paulo as to why I have him a bit higher is although he has had these regular season struggles, every playoff series he showed up. Like he's actually come through every playoff series. He's looked good in every playoff series. He almost willed the Magic to beating the fucking who did they play in the first round this year?
I don't watch Magic games.
No, it wasn't the Cavs. The Cavs played the Raptors. They versed the Pistons.
Yeah.
Like they went 7 with the Pistons, and Paulo was the reason for that. Like he was dropping 40 against Cade. Like I just think I could trust him more in a playoff series than some of these other guys, and I think he has the potential to be that number 1 guy. So although he had the bad year and I slided him back for that, I still had to bring him a bit forward because of all those things.
Yeah.
But I understand he's like inefficient last year and all the negatives, but I'm high on Paulo. I think he'll have a bounce back year.
Lockie?
Yeah, I mean, I think playoffs he was really good last year. He looked good at times. There was times where he struggled a bit. I just think he's in such a bad situation. Like you talked about 2 years ago, how he had a really good statistical year. He only played like 40 games, and a lot of those games he wasn't playing with Franz. And we spoke about last episode how well they
Exactly.
play when they don't play alongside each other. Um, so yeah, I just think he has the potential to be as high as I think 4,
Yeah, easily.
to be
He could,
honest.
he could be 3.
Yeah, well, it depends on the list, I guess. But yeah, for my list, I think he'd be as high as 4. I just think the inconsistency, I think his defense just hasn't looked great. I think he has the potential to be a good defender, but I don't know. It seems like sometimes he buys into being a bit more of a defender, and then people ask him to score the ball more, and then he scores the ball more, and people ask him to be a better defender. He needs to find a mixture where he can do both. I think his playmaking has shown signs, but I think he's a late playmaker. Like he's not the lead guy on a team. I think largely because of his inability to playmake. I think he's a um, great number 1 guy, but not necessarily great number 1 ball handler, if that makes sense. He needs a point guard. He needs a pure point guard. Having Jalen Suggs there, Suggs is great. I love Jalen Suggs, but he's not a playmaker. If Paolo had spacing and he had a table setter, I think that would be perfect for him. Um, but yeah, just the inconsistency, the inability to create for others, the inability to show up defensively, I don't love. I know he was great in the playoffs, but I need to see more consistency and I need to see him in a better team. So hopefully, like Jack said last season, hopefully last episode, hopefully France gets traded.
Yeah. And that makes sense. I did have Paulo as low at 10 at one point. I think I had him at 10 just before I changed it the last time. But yeah, like you said, like in terms of just talent, which is what I'm ranking, I know you're more projection, how they're going to go this season. I just valued Paulo. I think his skill set is just a bit better than Mobley and this next guy we're going to talk about, which may be controversial. But at
Look.
number 7, we have Chet Holmgren, who I had at 9, Lockie had at 5, and Corey had at 8. He was also one of the hardest people for me to rank.
Yeah.
But I'll let Lockie go first because he had him at 5.
Yeah, I mean, I understand why a lot of people are hating on Chet. Obviously, he really struggled that game 7 against the Spurs. I think you put him against any other person not named Victor Wembanyama, and he shows up that game 7. And I get that's a big thing that you can take away from him, but I mean, I think he's easily the second best rim protector in the NBA. I think, he's a real matchup nightmare. He showed that against the Lakers. I know they didn't really have. What is that? Oh,
No.
yeah. I mean, yeah, you can definitely say he's not the strongest guy, but I mean, he's 7 foot, can put the ball on the deck, can shoot the ball, defends really well. Um, I'm hoping he bounces back and has a different mentality going against the Spurs if that does happen in the playoffs this season. Yeah, I honestly think he can be that second best guy in a championship team. I know he's the third best guy in the Thunder, but he can be that second best guy. The defense is elite. He can rebound the ball. He's very tough to game plan around, and I think he's been good historically in the playoffs. He has been good. Other than that Spurs series, he has been good, and he hasn't been healthy. So yeah, I think he's extremely talented, and I think he's going to prove a lot of people wrong this year. I'm hoping he can improve against Wemby.
Yeah. Well, Corey, you had him at 8.
Yeah, he's a great player. I only had him like a bit low on my list for the reasoning that I'm so overseeing his workout videos and them saying, oh, he's getting stronger. He's getting stronger. Personally, I don't see any change in the way he looks, and they need to stop talking about it. His game, like, he can shoot for a fucking 7-footer, which is very useful. I don't think he's a bad player at all, but as I said personally, I'm so sick of seeing these videos of him in the gym. I think it just frustrates me a little bit, personally. But no hate on Chet. Yeah, he's good. He could be potentially 5. Like, I'm not arguing with Lockie's pick, but I just have him a bit low because there is a few players that I'm a fan of that are higher on my list. So that's my reasoning for why he's a bit. I put him 8. So
Yeah.
he's not a bad player at all, personally. So
Yeah, like Corey said, this is nothing to do with hate against Chet. I think
Yeah.
Chet gets a bad rap in the media.
yeah,
But like I had Chet moved from 6 to 9. He was hard to rank. Him and Parley were the hardest to rank. But I ultimately put him right next to Mobley, just above him, but just below Parley. I just think the other guys have a bit more of a number one to them. Like they can be that guy. If I had to pick one guy, I agree 100% with what Lockie said. He's the second best rim protector in the NBA. He's very versatile. He can shoot. Like it's just I don't know what he looks like as a number one option, and I feel like
I would
skills-
rather Chet as a number 2 than Paolo as a number 1. That's the way I look at it. Like Paolo's
Yeah.
definitely more talented, but like that's just the way I'm looking at it.
I'm just trying to think if I had to give him like even like a 2K rating or something. Yeah, I'd probably maybe give it a little bit more to Chet based on Paulo's last season. But I'm a bit high on Paulo. I think Paulo will bounce back as well, which is another reason. I did have Chet just above Paulo and switched him last second. But yeah, there's nothing bad about against Chet. I think he's a lot better than what people say. But it's just I like the other guys more a little bit.
I
Yeah,
mean,
he does.
I really value like rim protection for a big because again, I think that's just the most valuable aspect of defense. I really value defense, and in particular, I value switchability and rim protection. I think Chet does both of those things extremely well. So yeah, the reason
Yeah.
I put Mobley a couple spots lower is just because the offense.
Yeah.
Chet is so much better on offense than Mobley, I believe.
Yeah.
No, that's fair.
I think like from this range, it's kind of we all have the same players, just different orders.
Really?
Number 6, we have Scotty Barnes. So
Yeah.
I had him at 5, Lockie had him at 6, Corey had him at 10.
I would have had him where you guys put him. I love Scotty. I love Scotty so much.
Corey
He's
has sent
so
me
good.
like 6 reels or
Oh,
TikToks of Scotty Barnes memes.
I
Yeah.
bought his jersey. I'm waiting for it. I've just come to love just the way me and him are the same in some situations. It's
Yeah.
just
When I did my list, like again, the Kawhi trade is like I don't even know what's going on with it anymore. Um, I think Kawhi in Toronto, I think boosts Scotty because Scotty obviously can't. I don't think he can be that number one guy, obviously, but defensively, he's one of the most complete defenders. Like he can guard 1 through 5. He can do everything on defense. He can play make. He can rebound. He does everything so well, other than like scoring the ball at an elite level. He does everything else so well. And him and Siakam was such a tough toss up for me. I had Siakam ahead of him, and then I changed it last minute. So yeah, those two are definitely close. I think the Raptors are going to be hopefully if they have Kawhi, I think they're a playoff team. Without Kawhi, I think they can still make the playoffs, whether that's through the play-in or not. I'm not sure. But yeah, I like Scotty. I think he's just so complete. He just needs that. He needs to be that second guy, third guy.
yeah. No, Jack, you go.
Oh, I go? Okay. Yeah, I love Scotty. I think everything he does as well, like he does a lot of things that just don't come up on the stat sheet. So you might look at Scotty's stats and not think he's as good as what he is, but he's just so impactful. He had such a good playoff series. I really think he does everything but just shoot the ball well.
Yeah.
Really. Like I I fucking love him. He's a versatile defender. He can guard 1 through 5 legitimately. Kind of like that Jalen Williams we were talking about last week. And yeah, he's not quite as polished offensively, but as the guys that I have just below him, but his defense much better. I know you could say maybe that's hypocritical with Chet as well, but I think they were all razor close for me. They're all similar type of players. And I just had Scotty at 5 because I just really value what he does.
Yeah.
I think just like talent wise, he just does a lot. Rebounds, play makes, like he just does so much.
Yeah, I had him a bit lower just because he's scoring a little bit. But then again, as I said, I kind of like Scotty more off the court than I do on the court, just because of how funny he is. He is my favorite player. Like his highlight reel off the court is perfect. Like as Lockie said, I've been going through a stage of just seeing clips of Scotty, and God, it just makes my day. He's just such an interesting human being. Like, if you've
He really
never
is.
seen this
He
Live
man,
really,
guy.
he really is.
if you've never seen this man run, look up Scotty Barnes running.
It's actually funny, like it's
Oh,
actually funny watching Scotty Barnes and then seeing him play basketball and how high of an IQ he has.
it's
It's
crazy.
actually
You
like
wouldn't,
he
you
has
wouldn't
such a high
believe it.
basketball IQ.
If you don't know who Scotty Barnes is, which would be even funnier, go look this man up because God, it's great. It's
Yeah.
fantastic.
Well, our number 5, we had Jalen Johnson, who I had at 7, Lockie had at 9, and Corey had at 5. Corey, this is your Atlanta Hawk.
How is he
Yeah.
at 5 then?
What do you mean?
Because the other guys are ranked lower.
Well, if
No, it's a tie. It's a tie for Jalen Johnson and Scotty Barnes. Sorry. So technically, Scotty Barnes would be 5 and Jalen Johnson would be 6 because me and Lockie had Scotty higher.
Right.
Sorry.
Well, we can just say that anyway. Say that
So Jalen
Jalen
Johnson,
six.
he's technically 6. Scotty's 5. But yeah.
No, that's right. Yeah. I mean, like he's on my team. He had a breakout season last season. I think he's going to have a great year for my team. I think he's just got the confidence that we need. I think if he just keeps that confidence and shoots the ball a little bit better, he's going to be great for us. I think we've picked up a few pieces and I've done a bit. All my team really needs to do is shoot the ball okay, and we might have a good season. But I think he's going to be a great part for our team. So the players I have above him are pretty much no-brainers. So that's why he's my number 5, pretty much.
Yeah. Well, I had him at 7. I think skill set wise, he does everything. He had a bit of a breakout year last year. Obviously, the playmaking came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
He gets out. He's one of the best transition players in the NBA. People say he didn't shoot the ball really well, which is true, but he did still shoot 35%. It wasn't like he shot 30.
Mhm.
But yeah, I like what he can do. I think he struggled in the playoffs. That was an understatement. But it was his first real playoff series, which, in my opinion, you get a pass for struggling in your first playoff series. I got to see how you bounce back before I can really judge it a little bit. But I just think, like, in terms of win shares and everything he had last year, was just very high. I think he brings a lot to that team.
In the playoffs, it really was just pass it to CJ and get the fuck out of the way.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't help.
Really wasn't much to do. There wasn't much to the playoffs.
Yeah, it doesn't help that his first playoff series was against the eventual champions as well. Obviously, you're going to struggle. But yeah, I think Jalen Johnson, if he can build on what he did last year and just slightly progress, I think he has point forward potential.
Yeah,
he can be very dangerous in this league.
Yeah, I mean, obviously he struggled in the playoffs. I don't think he's the best half court creator. They definitely need a better traditional playmaker. That the Hawks do. I think that was Corey mentioned it. They didn't really have much going for them. In terms of offensively, so they definitely need a creator. I think Jalen Johnson's a great secondary creator. He's incredible in transition. His defense did go down a little bit last year, but not significantly, not as much as you think it would. Um, I think his rebounding was good. I think he's a perfect second option. But yeah, playoff basketball, given the fact that the Hawks don't have that playmaker, I think he's going to struggle until they get that. Um, so yeah, once they do, and once he's that second guy for a team, I think he can be much higher on the list. But until that happens, I can't put him over the other guys because they're just in better situations, I think.
that's fair. Not mad at that.
Hopefully he can progress some of his half court game a bit this season. Last year was kind of
I think he could be as high as 5 as well. He's one of those guys who has that argument. It's just it's like Paolo. It's like Paolo. I'd like to see them with a pure playmaker.
Yeah. Well, after this, we all have the same top 4, which is good, and we all have the exact same number 4. We all had Anthony Davis.
Beautiful.
I'll go first as the Laker legend himself. I think AD, obviously, there's the question marks with the injuries. I'm assuming he's healthy. I think he will be. He
said he's playing 82 games.
Yeah, he had a real healthy year 2 years ago before the trade, and then last year it was a bit of a mix-up last year model. Go through injuries. I'm hoping he can come back and just be healthy because obviously a healthy Anthony Davis is a force to be reckoned with. He's a top 15 player in the NBA when he's healthy. He's a very elite defender. He's a very versatile defender, and he's a very versatile offensive player. Him in the post is deadly. He gets to the free throw line. He can space the floor a little bit, more of a mid-range shooter than a three-point shooter. But I think he's just clear number 4 at this point in his career. I think he's way better than the guys below him, and then the guys above him, I think, are just more reliable.
I think AD, that 2020 version of AD, is one of my favorite players I've ever seen play. He was ridiculous. Obviously, he's not that anymore. I think his mid-range scoring has gone down a fair bit. But yeah, we've said it before. Like, I think Washington's going to be a really good team. They got a lot of young talent around him. Hopefully, that can mean he doesn't have to do as much of the dirty work. Hopefully, that can mean he can have a healthy season. And me putting him this high is obviously banking on his health. I think he can go out and average like 23 to 25 a game next season, as well as like 12 rebounds and like be that elite defender. Like he can legitimately switch on the guards. He can protect the rim. He guards the pick and roll really well. He's just really talented. Like he's extremely talented. It's just the health, and that's been the issue the last few years, obviously. Anthony Davis. But yeah, I like him. He's one of my favorite players I've ever seen play, and I think he's just better than the guys below him. He's that tier up, I think.
Yeah. Corey?
Yeah, I think everything's been said about him. I mean, like, I couldn't look at the list and personally put him any lower. It's fucking Anthony Davis. Like, if he's playing well. Like, he played what? It was like one game or a couple games in Dallas. His first game Oh my god, I'm having a calf cramp. Fucking hell. Yeah,
He
no.
had like 26 midway through the third in that
Yeah.
game.
I mean, like, fuck. He can be like one of the best, as Lockie said, top 15. Or
He
you
played
said,
9 games for Dallas 2 years ago, and then last year he played 20 games.
yeah, wow. Still.
So that many games was when he got traded that year.
Yeah, I think as Lockie said, he's just in another tier. And yeah, nothing else to say. He's
Yeah.
I reckon if he's playing, he's going to be playing well. So
I mean, for the Lakers 2 years ago, he averaged 26, 12, and 3 with 1.5 steals and 2 blocks a game.
He played like a lot of games that year too.
Yeah, that with the Lakers, that was 42 games.
Yeah.
And then he obviously got traded. But yeah, obviously just
Year
hasn't.
after he played plenty. He played like high 60s, didn't he, 1 year?
That was a couple years ago.
Oh, okay.
I still think he can play like 50 games and more, you know?
He can easily get 60. It's just
If he does play 60, Corey has to eat the whole bag of the world.
that's
Shit.
why I'm saying it. I think Trae Young as well will spoon feed him all season. So as long as they're both
that's the
healthy.
other thing. If Sarr can shoot the ball consistently and space that floor for that pick and roll, Washington is going to be dangerous because they have the defense too, and they have the young talent and the high motor. You know, I think they're going to be a really fun team.
Yeah. Yeah, I love AD also. I have his jersey. It's down at the other house. I need to get it. I wanted to wear it for this episode. Haven't been able to get to there. But he was my favorite player on that 2020 championship team.
Yeah.
And now talk about my second favorite player on that 2020 championship team. At number 3, we have LeBron James, who I had at 3, Corey had at 3, and Lockie had at 1. Before we go, Corey, do you remember when you and I got criticized for putting Jalen Brunson and Luka Doncic at number 1, saying that our fandom was getting in the way? Lucky you had LeBron at 1.
Explain.
I mean, we're talking about the 2027 NBA Finals MVP here. LeBron is just who he is. I'm not going to sit here and talk about him for hours, even though I want to. He is number 1. He's the best player in the league to this day. When the Sixers win the championship and he's holding that trophy up, I want you to look back at this moment because he's the best player in the world, and he has been since I was conceived.
It looks like you keep just turning your head and sniffing.
Yeah, straight to his eye.
I wish I could.
Yeah, well, I'll go. I thought about putting AD above LeBron, but LeBron's just more available, more consistent. So that's the reason I went with LeBron. I think he showed in the playoffs last year as well, too. He can still be a very impactful player in the playoffs, a top 15 player in the playoffs easily. But yeah, I think this is the perfect spot for LeBron. I think I put him above AD, but he's not to the caliber of the two people above him at this point in his career.
Yeah,
like I say, at this point in his career.
Did you see him in the playoffs last year?
I did. That's my team. I was watching that.
Wasn't watching hard enough. I mean, I put notes down for every player, and for LeBron, I wrote the GOAT. That was all I had.
I put LeBron only because it's LeBron. That's the only reason he's my number 3. It's just because he's LeBron.
I did it as like a nod to the older guy as well. Respect. Put him at 3.
He's only just getting started.
Corey, do you have anything else you want to say about LeBron, or we're gonna keep it moving?
Nah.
Okay.
This one's gonna be great. I already know.
This is interesting. Okay. Number 2, we have Jason Tatum.
Oh.
I had him at 2. Lockie had him at 3, and Corey had him at 1. So we're going to talk to Corey about why you had Jason Tatum at 1.
Because this next player is pissing me the fuck off every week. I'm over the next player.
Okay,
and
Corey,
I don't even want to say his fucking name because everyone knows.
Corey, me and Lockie will talk about Tatum, and then you can talk about Tatum and number 1 together. Okay?
I don't even like
I had Tatum at 2. Obviously, he came back late last year. I think he was a bit of a shell of his former self, to be expected. Coming off an Achilles injury, he came back very fast. I think he'll average damn near 30 next year, I think, on the Celtics. I think he's clearly the second best power forward in the league in terms of this list. Number one is clearly number one. Number two is clearly Jason Tatum. I get that Corey and Lockie have ulterior motives, but I'm the one with no horse in this race. So I had Tatum at 2. Yeah, I think he's a great playmaker, great rebounder, underrated rebounder, good two-way player too, and yeah, good shot creator, good scorer. Like he does everything at an elite level.
Yeah, I mean, this year he doesn't have. He's the one A guy, but he doesn't have that 1B in Jaylen Brown. He's the sole leader of this team, the sole guy on this team. He's gonna have to step up. I think he can. I think he's shown that he steps up in big moments through his career. I don't see why he can't step up in what could be his career year this year. Um, I mean, off the court, he's cringe as fuck. I dislike him, but on the court, he's extremely talented. So he's without a doubt number 3 on the list.
Also, Tatum, like he gets criticized a bit for like his finals performances when he was getting doubled. His whole game plan is against him. He's had multiple playoff performances that have been insane. He had 50 against the Bucks in a game 7.
He is a playoff performer.
Like he is a playoff performer. But Corey, so you had Tatum at 1. Obviously, our number 1 was Giannis Antetokounmpo. I had it 1. Lockie had it 2. Corey had it 2. Corey, would you like to explain your Tatum over Giannis now?
Giannis is definitely 1. But I'm so sick and tired of his fucking name that I thought, no, I'm not going to give him the satisfaction to be number 1 because I'm over.
Because he's really going to be upset about that.
I'm so over his name that I said, no, fuck him. I'm putting Tatum at 1, and that's my only reasoning.
I like it. For those of you who don't know, we have a spelling bee every week. Every week, Antetokounmpo has been in the spelling bee. Corey has failed to spell it correct once.
How many weeks have we been doing this? Too long. Too long.
Going on like week number 6 of doing it. So I think Corey's a bit fed up with Giannis.
I'll speak on Giannis as he is on my favorite team. I think he's going to have the best year of his career. And that means a lot because he has had some incredible seasons. I think Miami, like we said before, they have so much shooting around him. I'm going to talk about it on the Hot Takes episode, but I think Giannis is going to have an incredible season, and he's worthy to be just behind my glorious king, LeBron.
Yeah, he's going to have a breakout season. He's not going to be better than 40-year-old LeBron.
No.
Okay. Well, yeah.
Again, we're talking about the Finals MVP.
Okay. Well, Giannis is clear number 1 power forward in the league for me. He's a top 5 player in the world. I think I agree with Lockie. He's going to have I don't even know if you can say a breakout year, but I get what you're saying. Like he's
not
going to
necessarily breakout year, but career year.
Yeah, I agree with you there, and I think it's just like no brainer. Tatum, Giannis 1, Tatum 2. Like this is their list. Like there's a clear gap between them.
Well, clearly not because we all have them at different spots.
Yeah, but somehow I don't know how. But anyway, that is our top 15 power forwards in the league.
Was there anyone who wasn't mentioned?
So Corey, I believe you had 2 people that weren't on the list. I'm not sure who those 2 are. Would you like to name them?
It was Naz
and where
Reid.
You had them.
I put Naz Reid in, and my writing next to him was he's just the GOAT. I fucking love Naz Reid. It's got nothing to do with his skill set. I think he's just. I had him really high only because I like him as a player. That's why I did the disclaimer. I had him 7. Just because I like him so much.
Your reasoning, though, okay.
And then I had Josh Hart at 14, and then I wrote he should be on the shooting guard list, and it's only because he just plays with so much heart. He is just.
I mean, he plays.
I love that guy. Laker legend.
I love Josh Hart.
He was number 16 on my list. He just.
I think my current state of my ability to play basketball, I play like Josh Hart. Except the effort isn't always there. But I love Josh Hart. I think he was an honorable mention for me. I definitely considered putting him in there. The other guy I considered was Matas Buzelis. I think he could have a breakout year. bit of a jump. Other than that, I didn't really consider anyone else.
Yeah,
But yeah, I mean Nas Reed, I get it. Nas Reed has one of the nastiest highlight reels you'll ever watch. It does not
Kelly
make
can.
sense what he can do at his size, but yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think anyone hates Nas Reed.
No.
Yeah, I think we're all in agreement. I had Hart at 16, Martis at 17, and yeah, I think Nas could potentially have like a real not break, I guess, kind of like mini breakout year. His numbers can definitely get inflated on that Hornets team. But yeah, those are our top 15 small forward. Lockie's was the closest. I was the second closest. Corey's was third.
Nothing's changed.
Well, probably because you had Nas in there as well. Didn't help. Help your distancing. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So now we move on to a thing that we just mentioned a second ago, the spelling bee. But before we go, Corey, would you like to just show your phone to the camera? Because I know we've just done a power forwards list, and I'm not sure if Giannis Antetokounmpo is spelt on that screen in your list.
Oh no, I will sit my phone.
Okay. Just to be sure.
So
Just in case, if that name does pop up, I don't know.
What family member is next?
I don't know why you guys are jumping to conclusions. You have no inside information on what this name will be. So
Give me his mum's name.
If it rained
For the
ducks
audience.
every day, I think it would rain ducks tomorrow.
I would like you guys to allow me to host, as this is my segment. So shut the fuck up. So welcome to the 6th annual Spelling Bee. In
Teacher said
today's
that.
Spelling Bee, we're gonna spell again. It's not really an NBA player, but it's NBA related. We're gonna spell Giannis's mother, Veronica Antetokounmpo.
I can't even spell fucking Veronica.
I don't think I can either.
So good luck.
Veronica.
Well,
Veronica.
Even saying that.
Jesus. I'm not sure about this.
Am I gonna have to find another family member?
Well, if we both spelled the first name wrong, we can just do the last name, which tends to be a running theme.
Holy shit! Corey spelled Antetokounmpo right.
Okay.
Definitely.
You're looking at me funny. I have spent, I shit you fucking not, the whole week on my notes spelling it.
Why are you looking at your phone, Jack?
Oh, it's not me looking. I'm looking at the next segment.
Okay, well, show me your spelling, because Veronica was incorrect for Corey.
Veronica. I don't know if that's right or not.
That is correct.
Antetokounmpo.
That is correct. So Jack wins again. But Corey, I am impressed. I am so impressed.
He's done the work.
From now on, I will not force you to spell Antetokounmpo. Next week,
mean, it's a pretty good name to learn how to spell, so I'm kind of happy that
next week we'll move on. You finally done it. I know you hate me. I know you hate me, Corey, but it's called tough love, and I have now taught you how to spell Antetokounmpo. So I hope you appreciate my efforts.
Yeah, and no one can come up to me randomly on a basketball court and say, "Ooh, fucking how can't you spell Antetokounmpo?" So anyone who's ever said that to me, fuck you. Pretty much. Next segment.
Okay, well, congratulations, Corey. Moving on, we have a draft, but this is not like our other drafts. It is a bit similar. It's going to be 6 categories, which is similar to our other draft. But I've put my own little twist on it. I used to watch a thing called Squad Builder Showdown. It was on FIFA back in the day. AJ3 used to do it. So I am interpreting those rules. So basically, instead of just drafting any player from any random category, we're going to go and list of the categories. So the 6 categories today are anyone that has played for a random NBA team. So we will ask ChatGPT to name a random NBA team.
So that'll be our first.
I'll do it now.
Yeah, Lockie will do it now. They just have to name a random NBA team. We can draft anyone in this team's history.
Yeah, let's do this. If we
So what I need you to do? Oh, she's
just name a random NBA team.
Name a random NBA team. Just one random NBA team.
The Sacramento Kings.
Okay.
Sacramento Kings.
Fun!
So we have to each draft someone from the Sacramento Kings. If I was drafting and say it was the Los Angeles Lakers and I said Kobe Bryant, Lockie and Corey are going to have two whiteboards and they are going to write a guess of a player. If they had Kobe Bryant written on their whiteboard, I then do not get Kobe Bryant. They can give me anyone who has ever played for the Lakers. So there is a little bit of strategy here. And before we say who we want, we will close our eyes. The other two can both hold up their whiteboards and make sure they don't have the same name. So that way there's more chance of getting the player. The list is quite broad because there's the guessing element, but it will get less broad as it goes on. And so pretty much these are the categories. Has played for the Sacramento Kings, players who were drafted number 1 overall, players who have won a championship but have not received Finals MVP. They cannot have ever received Finals MVP. So just because Steph didn't receive it one year doesn't mean you can draft him. So for all three of those, if you are guessed, we can give you anyone that fits the category. For these next three categories, all the players are pretty good. So the punishment is going to be the player, if I was to say Michael Jordan and you guys guessed him, you then can give me any one of Michael Jordan's teammates. You understand?
King.
So,
You can give me Stacey
so
King.
for any category.
No, for these last three categories. So for players who have had a signature shoe with Adidas, players who have won 6 Men of the Year, and players who have scored 70 points in a game. Obviously, these are all good players.
Okay.
So for these categories, if you guess the player correctly, you can give them any teammate that has ever played with that player.
I'd also like to point out to the audience. So yeah, you obviously close your eyes. If we have, like, for example, if Jack is closing his eyes and Corey and I have the same player, one of us can change the name. Obviously, we want to make sure that we're not writing down the same player because that's just stupid.
Okay. Would you like to ask ChatGPT for a random order as well, Lucky? Is that all right?
All right.
So are we going in the list of what you just said?
Yeah. So the first category we'll be drafting is Sacramento Kings player.
Cool. I just wanted to.
Have to
Can you
draft
do me a
anyone
favor? I have
who has
three
ever played for
names, and
Sacramento.
I want you to order them. Lockie, Jack, and Corey. Randomize the order.
Sure. Random order is Corey, Lockie.
Every time.
All right. So it's Corey, then me, then Jack, and the next
Okay.
round it'll be Jack, then me, then Corey.
So I'm
Okay.
just going to write a name down and then.
No. Corey, you don't write it down. Me and Lockie write it down?
Yep.
Okay.
So this is who you think I'm going to pick for my random Sacramento player. Yeah.
Yeah. So cover your eyes. Cover your eyes. Like, look away. Or just put the whiteboard
well,
up.
if I look away, you won't know that I'm here. So I'm just going to.
Yeah, easy. So I wrote this.
I know who he's thinking, so that's the issue.
Okay. Corey, we have it. Who would you like to draft from the Sacramento Kings?
The issue is I
It's gonna be
love the
stressful.
player that I'm thinking, and I feel like I've spoken about it too much for you guys to go. Fuck, I don't. This is the issue because it's either the player that I really love, which you could have picked, or the best player on the list that you can pick. So it's very, very hit or miss.
It's a mind
change.
buzzer.
I'm gonna get fucked. I'm gonna pick DeMarcus Cousins.
Oh, Lockie has written DeMarcus Cousins.
Damn it! Did you put Rajon Rondo?
No, I put Oscar Robertson.
Oh no! I was gonna go Rajon Rondo.
So I think we should give him a center for the Kings.
Give you a center.
I'm willing to throw out an offer. Simbula.
Corey, you have Simbula.
How do you spell it? I'll put him out.
Just put Sim.
Sim.
He's if you don't know who he is, I believe he was like 7'5", 400 pounds. He was an absolute mammoth of a human being. He had a crazy My Team card.
I mean, he's kind of a good center in the fact that he's huge. So
yeah, he's very slow.
Are we
He
still
actually
writing
versed
as
Dwight in Taiwan as well.
Are we writing it as like a point shooting guard, small forward, or are we just writing?
We're doing 5 starters and 6 man like always.
Yeah, but you can move your players based on who you draft. So it's Lockie's turn. So Corey, me and you need to maybe keep the players that you have on your phone because me and you need to write our whiteboard who we think
Yeah.
Lockie's going to guess.
Yeah.
So if Lockie can cover his eyes,
This is tough.
if Lockie can cover his eyes, yeah.
Ooh.
Corey, this is who I've written. Okay,
Yep.
so just don't write that name.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think. I don't know how to spell his name.
Well, as long as it's just readable.
I'm just gonna go. I'm
Okay.
gonna go safe.
Okay, put your screen up to the board so everyone knows who we've picked. Okay, we're done. All right, Lockie.
I can look.
Lockie, yeah, it's your go. Who would you like?
I didn't even realize there was shit on the back of mine. We're getting everyone in their prime, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay. This is like,
It's stressful.
Yeah, I know.
This is
Trust me,
why it
I
makes
just got the
fun.
biggest center for no reason.
I'm just gonna try to go with this guy.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to take Rondo as well.
Okay.
Ooh,
Oh, not that Corey did.
okay. I had Oscar Robinson as again.
And I went.
Corey had
Cousins.
Marcus Cousins again.
Yes.
We were
Okay.
trying to double bluff you and do the same too. Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
fair.
All right,
Alright,
Jack, you can cover your eyes.
I'll close my eyes now.
All right, Corey, who are you gonna put? Jack looks like he might be peeking.
I'm definitely not. I can't see him.
Did you see my play, Lockie?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you know what you need to do.
Just tell me when.
Yeah. Okay. Now.
I can look?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Well, I can talk openly. Did you write Oscar Robertson after I've written him twice? I don't know. It's between him, Russell Westbrook, and Chris Webber. Who do I want to pick? I'm going to go Chris Webber.
Yes, Lockie.
What did you
Yeah.
I honestly forgot about Westbrook. What the
Oh,
fuck?
that was my first instinct. I was going to say Russ. I should have just said Russ.
Shit.
Who did
You
you
know
say?
what the funniest part about that was?
Corey left Boogie.
Before you looked, I said no to Lockie's pick because I was like, "You're gonna go Oscar."
No, I
Robertson.
knew he was gonna go Weber. All right,
Smart.
so we need a power forward that has played for the Kings.
Just look up worst power forward.
No, let me go to a random year.
Gal Lavissiere.
Jack, pick a random year.
Give him Oscar Caspi.
That's not his name.
2022.
I don't know his name. Is it Caspi, is it?
2022.
Trying to pick the year they had a good team.
No, you know what? We'll go earlier.
I mean, Scal Lavissiere was a power forward if you want some random. I don't know.
Nah, I want this guy. I want this guy. I want you to have Quincy Acey.
I was about to say that.
yes.
Yeah.
Elite
He's a
rebound.
very big energy player. And just so you know, Jack, I've done you nice. I haven't given you a
Why did I
complete
get
bum.
done so dirty?
Simbula's good, Corey. He's 7'5". I've
He's
given
not
you
running
both.
though.
I've
Okay.
given you both good players that can work. So just remember that.
So I go first now in the next round. correct?
I've done you both nice, so don't give me a G Leaguer.
So next round we have players that were drafted number 1 overall. Correct.
There's so many ways you could go.
Okay. Well, I'm going to cover my face, so you guys can write down the players.
You're up first, Corey.
Yeah.
What's the other categories again? Oh, yeah.
You think?
Okay. Just tell me when.
Oh, there's a pretty obvious one you could do. Think about it. Yeah. Okay. Yep.
Good.
All right. Now, there has been some picks that have gone first overall in NBA history. Who do I want to go with? I think I'm going to go big man. and I'm going to absolutely not go big man. I'm going to go LeBron James.
I
I was
thought,
double bluffing. I didn't think he'd write it.
Give him Anthony Bennett.
do you have to have played with LeBron or just a number one pick?
No, this one has to be a number one pick.
Anthony fucking
Well,
Bennett.
LeBron's a 3 or a 4. I think we have to give you Anthony Bennett, a Cleveland Cavaliers number one pick.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I like my team.
All right, I'm going to cover my eyes.
Okay.
I'm going to look at my phone because I wrote down some options.
Who did you write for?
I wrote Magic.
So I was fucked either way. I thought you were going to go big man because I wanted Wemby.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's fair. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're ready. We're ready.
Such a
All
good
This is tough.
pick. I hate this shit.
Yeah. I'm trying to find where I wrote it. Did I write it in my notes? Oh, yeah.
I'm going to go. I'm just going to try to take Shaq.
Okay. I had
Who did
Tim
you-
Duncan.
Who did you
Yeah.
write, Corey?
Who do you think I fucking wrote?
Okay, good. I knew one of you was going to write him. I fucking hate not picking him, but
Who did I get given again? I forgot already.
Anthony Bennett and Quincy Acey.
Dangerous front court.
All right, Corey, you can cover your eyes.
I honestly reckon that's where he's going to go. All right, Corey, you can go.
You know what? You've already got a bad team, so I'm going to join you. I'm picking Wembanyama. Who wrote
I
it?
was about to write that too.
Oh, did you not? Oh, yeah.
All right, Anthony Edwards. I thought you were going to go safe. I thought you were going to go safe.
Oh, LeBron. All right. What's the next round?
So the next round is players that have won an NBA championship but have not received Finals MVP.
All right. Well, it's Corey's go first.
What? Oh, hasn't won Finals MVP?
Yeah, so they've won a championship but haven't won
Yeah, yeah.
Finals MVP.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, I got it.
Closing your eyes.
Wow, I'm on the board.
Okay.
All right, you can go, Corey.
You ready?
Yep.
I'm going Scottie Pippen.
Oh.
You got him.
Clay Thompson.
Yeah, I
I'd
spoke
cat.
to you about that, so I'm glad I didn't. I was
That's what I
going
wrote.
to. Yeah.
All right. So is Scottie Pippen off the board now? I'm guessing.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
cannot.
I'm just double check. All right.
Are you gonna close your eyes?
All right.
Okay. Okay. Okay, we're good. We're good.
All right. This is a tough one. I don't think this is going to go well.
Shit.
I know.
I
I
already
know.
forgot- I already forgot who Corey wrote.
I'm going to try to take Kevin Garnett.
Damn it. I almost wrote that.
Yeah.
Who'd you
I
Corey?
put down this player just for shooting. So
Okay. I was thinking him or someone else, but yeah, okay. Jax, go.
All right.
if we fuck Jack over 3 times in a row, it's a miracle. It's a fucking miracle.
Okay. Shit. All right. I think I've got one.
That's good.
All right.
All right. I'm gonna go Dr. J.
All right. You can have him.
Fair.
Yes, I got a player.
I put Tracy McGrady.
I put Jason Tatum.
Tracy McGrady.
He won one with the Spurs.
No, he didn't.
They didn't win that year.
He
They
was
never
on the
won.
roster.
It was 2014, wasn't? 2013, wasn't it?
Yeah, he was
pretty sure
40
he was on.
seconds away from greatness. No, he was.
Yeah, it was
That's,
the Ray Allen 3 year, I think.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
that's okay though. He still got it. So, I mean,
Oh, didn't matter. I wasn't going to put Dr. J anyway.
yeah.
Yeah, that's why I drafted him because he was the most obscure one.
What's the
You
next
got
one?
no spacing. It's just all
Yeah,
in.
I've got no starters. What are you on about?
This might be my first draft. I actually might not lose.
Yeah, so the next category is players who have had a signature shoe with Adidas.
I'm getting
Adidas.
done.
Is it Jack first?
Yeah, it's me. Fuck.
Ooh. Yep.
You can go Jack.
I'm gonna draft Kobe.
No fucking way.
I knew my team was done anyway. I knew Hughes was gonna write it.
All right, so you get a
did you
teammate
have,
of Kobe
Corey?
Bryant.
What did you have, Corey?
Oh, I had Trey.
Are you serious? I could have just got Kareem. Yeah, just give me Smush Parker. I'll add him to the team.
No, you can have Marcelo Huertas.
No, okay, he's better.
All right, so it's my go, right?
Mate, my team's winning this week.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Oh yeah, we got a draft. Corey, he's never gonna write that name.
Fair enough.
Corey, put.
No, I'll put this player and you can.
I'm just telling you right now, Lockie's not gonna. Okay, yeah. Okay. I got you.
I'm current.
Okay. I can't even remember who's on Lockie's team. It would be helpful to know the lineup, hey?
Yeah.
Okay, Lockie. Yep, we're good.
I feel like this is where I might get done. I'm gonna try to get Kobe. Okay.
You can have Smush Parker.
I should have put the other guy. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Corey, it is
Who did Corey write when you told him not to?
Trey Young. I knew you were never going to want him.
I'm glad he said that. I'm glad he said that.
Okay. Okay. Corey, it's your go.
I pray. I pray for everything.
I swear to God.
Give me, please, for the love of God, I hope he didn't write this. Give me the guy who averaged 40. Give me James Harden. Please.
Oh, you got him. All right, Dave.
I put Trey Young.
Yes. Yes. I knew it. I was going to go Trey, and then I was like, fucking surely.
Okay. Well, now it's players that have won Six Man of the Year. Lockie's up first, I think.
No, it's Corey.
Oh, Corey. Corey, can you read out your team? We'll all read out our team before
You
you
know
go.
what? I will happily read out my team for once.
Like, not positions, just say who you have.
Yeah, so passionately, I have that really tall guy, the Sim or whatever he's. I don't know his name.
Oh, Simbalar.
Yeah, and then I got Wemby, Scottie Pippen, and James Harden.
Fuck. Okay.
I've got Rondo, Shaq, Garnett, and Smush Parker.
That's not a bad team, except
Okay.
for
I have got Marcelo Huertas, Julius Irving, Quincy Acey, and Anthony Bennett.
It's Corey's go, yeah?
Yeah. So Corey,
fuck,
cover
my
your
heart
face.
hurts. So it's 6 men, yeah?
Wait, because Corey got Harden, we can't draft Harden for 6 man.
Correct.
So just any 6 men, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. Good to go.
Hughes would be stupid to pick this player. He's not an insane player. But give me
No,
give me the guy who's on my team currently. Give me Alexander Walker. Nikhil? That guy?
Okay, he has never won a 6-Man of the Year award.
Has he not? Oh, he won most improved.
So I guess we
yeah.
can give you anyone that's ever played with Nikhil.
I mean,
Because
I'm
it
not
didn't
Shooting guard that's played with Nikhil.
too mad at that, actually.
Because I had Lou Will.
Yeah, I was going to pick Lou, but
I had
that was
Naz
very
Reid.
obvious. Who?
Naz Reid.
That's a good pick.
You know what, Corey? I'm going to check that this guy was on this team.
What about Jordan McLaughlin?
I thought he
No,
won it
no,
the
no,
year before that, so that's
I got
my
a
bad.
better one. I got a better one.
I swear he won six man.
2020.
And then most improved. Nah, fuck it. Whatever.
I'm going to give you Sydney Kings legend, Didi Luzada.
That's not a bad pick. How do I spell it
Yeah.
so I can put him in my thing?
Put Didi. D-I-D-I.
Didi. Didi?
Okay.
Didi. Okay. Oh,
So is Lockie's go now, right?
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Are you covering your face?
Yep.
Okay, Corey.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, Lockie, it's your go.
Fuck up.
This is a fucking tough one.
At least pick someone who's actually a 6-man, not fucking big.
Oh, I will.
It wouldn't be an episode if I wasn't retarded.
Oh, this is an issue. I'm gonna try to draft. I guess I'll go for Manu.
Oh, I almost wrote it. Okay.
Who'd you just put?
Kevin
I put
McHale.
Lou.
You put
Lou
who?
Will. I put Lou Will.
So I just got the best player available. That's good.
I think Kevin McHale was the best player.
Actually, yeah, I mean like best player available to get.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Who's on your team, Jack?
Oh, would you like me to read it again?
Yeah.
It's Marcelo Huertas, Julius Irving, Quincy Acey, and Anthony Bennett. So I don't think position is something I should be drafting on.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go. All right. You can go, Jack.
Give me Antoine Jameson.
Respect.
I put Bill Walton.
I kept Lou.
He was actually the best player available. I was trying to suck you out.
Yeah, I know. That's why I didn't mention him.
Next is what, 70 points in a game?
Yeah, so players that have scored 70 points in a game. Obviously, this is getting extremely harder and harder because there's only a certain amount of players that have done this.
Oh, my thing's coming off.
So it's not like scored over. It is just pure.
No, have scored 70 or more.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
So I have, okay. Jameson. Okay. Sorry. I will hide my face.
1 sec. Lucky up. Okay. Fair enough.
Tell me when.
Yep. Yeah.
Good.
All right, so I'm assuming one of you is a guest Kobe. I'm assuming the other one's guest Luca. So it's just who do I want out of these two, out of the rest of the list? Well, there's possibilities to put Wilt as well. I don't like this position. Well, I just want a player that I can use. You might have put him because you know I like him. I'm gonna pick Dave. Nah, fuck.
I have guessed like 6 players right.
So I could have got Kobe.
Yeah. I
No.
put.
Corey put Kobe.
You would have been fucked either way.
I've been absolutely brain kerfuffled. I've been absolutely just terrorized.
So you need a point guard.
Patrick Beverly in his first game in the NBA.
You need a point guard. Let's play with Damian Lillard.
Scoot Henderson's pretty bad.
No, he's too good.
I don't think I'll win in this week's draft.
No, I'm gonna make sure of it too. Do you want a point guard or do you want someone else?
Mate, give me whatever you want. I'll take bloody Mason Plumlee if you want to give him to me.
You can have Dennis Smith Jr.
Oh, that's one of my guys.
Fair.
All right, is it my go?
Yeah.
Right.
Can you read out your team?
Rondo, Shaq, Garnett, Smush, Manu.
Okay.
Jock.
Oh, okay. I'll change mine.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Sorry.
You weren't even looking. I was fucking trying to get your attention.
All right. Oh, hold up, Lockie. Don't look. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Go. Yeah. Deliver the final blow.
Well, I need a small forward, and there's really none available. So I've kind of fucked myself over. Yeah, he's a 2.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
Yeah, but you got Smush Parker. You can slide mine into the 3.
Don't really want to do that. I'm just gonna try to draft Luka. I don't think I'm gonna get him, but I'll go for Luka.
Fuck's sake.
No, Kobe.
I had Wilt. Fuck.
I was gonna draft Bam and play him at the 3.
Yeah.
He can play the 3 realistically with his jump shot. But I'll take Luka, I guess.
All right, Corey, it's your go. You want to hide your face?
Who have you got, Corey?
What? I've got Scottie Pippen, Sim, fucking I don't know. Just give me 2 seconds.
Well, what position do you need?
I need a shooting guard, pretty much. This is a bit of a kerfuffle.
All right, Kobe. I mean, Corey.
Oh. I'm kind of guessing maybe one of his put Kobe.
No, this is fucked. Jack has just fucked it.
Now the other player you's probably put down, which is annoying. Which I'm really annoyed about. I'm gonna pick Devin Booker.
It don't matter. It don't matter.
Yeah, you'd have Kobe. Okay.
Well, I got it anyway.
Yeah, but what the fuck was that?
I don't know. It was a brain fart. It's a brain fart. I've been thrown off my game. I've drafted one actual player.
So,
all right, Corey,
I
considering
needed a shooting guard. So.
I'm not
Can
gonna
I
lie.
have the
I'm not gonna
short
lie.
guy?
I should put the phase adapt outfit back on because I've just trick shotted like 7 players.
Can you give me Ulyss?
That's what I was gonna give you. So yeah, you can have Tyler.
Yeah, I want Tyler.
You can have him. All right, I'll read out my team. Okay. At my 1, I have Dennis Smith Jr. At my 2, I have Julius Erving. At my 3, I have Antoine Jameson. At my 4, I have Quincy Acey. At my 5, I have Anthony Bennett. And off the bench, who's not going to touch the court, I have Marcelo Huertas.
Fair. Do you want to go next, Lockie, or do you want me to go?
You can go.
Okay. So for my point guard, I'm gonna have James Harden. As my shooting guard, my little man who's taller than me, I'm gonna have Tyler Ulyss.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna have Scottie Pippen as my small forward.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to have Wemby as my power forward. And then I'm going to have that Sim guy as my center. And then coming off the bench, I'm going to have Diddy. DD.
Diddy. P. Diddy.
Oh,
Yeah. I mean,
okay.
is it Diddy? Some shit
So
like
this
that.
is my team. I've got Rajon Rondo at point guard. It's kind of glitching out. Manu Ginobili at the 2, Luka Doncic at the 3, Kevin Garnett at the 4, and Shaq at the 5. And Smush Parker is not touching the floor. He's simply warming up the seat for my
I don't
starters
know.
when there's a
I think-
timeout.
I think Smush Parker brings your team down to my level.
I'm the only one with 5 actual starters.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was one off.
I'm not gonna lie. I think I've just had a masterclass.
Yeah. Well, that's what makes this draft a bit
Hey,
more interesting. Well,
Smush averaged 12 points a game one year.
yeah, I don't care what the stats say. But yeah, that's what makes this draft interesting. Is obviously we have the hidden element now of people being able to guess our players, which you can go for a top guy like I did and completely bite you in the ass, or you can go middle of the pack to be safer, which none of us really did. We all kind
Or
of
you can pick someone who wasn't a 6-man.
yeah, or you can completely miss the category. Yeah, I think it makes it a bit more fun as well for these future drafts. There's a bit of a mental game element to it, bit of teamwork as well.
That's pretty good.
So yeah, we might end up doing more. Another thing we can do as well is like how they used to do on the Squad Builder Showdown videos. They would pick one player, and then they build a team around that player. So say, for instance, we could all have Kobe Bryant at our 2, and we have to draft 5 players to fit around him, or like a Zion, like people that, or an Amen Thompson, someone that needs players to fit around them. We could even do something like that as well, where we draft the best team around them.
That's fair.
But yeah, I think it went well. I think my team is great. I think they're all NBA players. They're all.
I think I finally come second in the video. It's a great start.
Oh mate, we don't know what anyone come until people vote.
How long was this episode? It was a while, eh?
I think
About
like an
2
hour.
hours.
Not
Yeah.
too shit.
Oh
Not
no,
too
yeah, we
sure.
started just after 1, 2 hours.
Well, I mean, next week's gonna have to be quick because 2K will be out, and we're gonna have to hop on the grind.
Yeah.
Shit.
Speaking of
Play
which,
2K while we
why don't we all tell the audience what 2K builds we're making? Because the build came out this morning.
I'm gonna make a left right out matches my in real life capabilities. He's gonna sit there, and I'm just gonna screen share off Lockie and Corey's parties, and I'm not gonna even like be on the court.
Fair.
What are you
Wait,
making?
can I
That will
show
save
you?
a lot of money.
Can I show you the player that I'm going to build? It will make it.
Nah,
so
I'm gonna make a pass first point guard. Halliburton inspired.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, I'm just looking up.
I
the
like to
player.
play basketball.
See, my build is specifically because of what Corey's build is. So I have shaped my build around him. I normally make 2 to 3 builds a year.
Yeah, I'm strictly one build.
My second build is probably going to be like a ant build. I want to be able to like score on the post a little bit as a guard. Those step throughs they added looks pretty good. And I'd heard that slashing is the meta, so
Oh, speaking about that, this is the player I'm definitely going to be making.
Oh, Blake Griffin.
that is Blake Griffin,
Yeah,
who is absolutely disgusting.
yeah.
So-
So
Look at
I
these
mean,
islands.
So Corey is making a power forward that is just going to put his nuts on everyone's face. The opposite of Dennis Schroeder, in a sense. So I'm going to be making a Kristaps Porzingis build. 7 foot plus, can shoot the ball, protect the rim. It'd be good. Be good. We're going to run the wreck with 2 guys who won't touch the ball.
yeah,
Okay, man.
and you're looking at 2 of them because I hold the keys.
Hey man, when I get a rebound, I'm going coast to coast every time.
I can't wait to go for a dunk, and Lockie's going to call a timeout on me.
There's an ongoing trend. If either of these 2 have a fast break dunk, I will call a timeout,
Yeah,
regardless of the
You don't
situation.
even go for him anymore.
Regardless,
Dribble the ball out.
regardless if we're down 1 with
Game on
30
the
seconds
line.
left, I will call that timeout. We need to reset and talk the game plan over.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Well, is there anything else we talked about? I think we covered everything. We had a cool little draft. We
I
did
mean,
our top
shit, we're going to
15.
go watch one of our mates either
Yeah,
make
he's in
or
the
break.
grand final.
So
For
A
New-
face mask.
yeah. Our mate's playing in the grand final of Waratah League Men, which is in New South Wales, the state we live in. So we wish him luck. Hopefully we can come back next week and say he got the job done. There's a couple of our mates on that team, obviously. One of them is wearing a face mask, so he is going to be on demon time. And yeah, they're playing a team that they beat in the grand final last year. However, this team is undefeated this year. So tough task.
So
Yeah, should be good. We're all about to go do that. Obviously, next week we're going to have our top 15 centers, followed by top 15 players in general. But before we go, we have a joke of the week.
Yeah, I guess we could do the joke of the week. I mean, well, we had the quiz last week, so I guess the quiz will be in 2 weeks.
Mhm.
Which is funny because I actually got asked a question this morning.
Mhm.
It's a bit of a random question, but someone said to me, they said, "Can you name two structures that hold water?" I said, "Well, damn."
All right, everybody have a good week. We'll see you next week.